After the strips have been pressed, you'll need to mark the lines for the pockets. If you have a cutting mat, use it because the grid lines will help to keep everything nice and straight. Line up your pocket edges with these lines. You'll need to mark these lines every 3 inches. Use a ruler for this. I have a 3-inch ruler, so it makes it kind of nice. I can just go down, mark those lines, and just move it over, and I don't have to count those 3 inches. I used a bright pink pen for this demo. It is erasable, but it's not something I would normally use. I used it mainly so you could see the lines. I recommend using a fabric marking pencil, or if you don't have that on hand, just a regular pencil that I've used here, or you can use a color pencil. Either one will work. Continue marking these lines every 3 inches till you get to the end. You'll notice there'll be a little bit of fabric left over. Turn this, we'll mark the line, and then turn this inside to that line and press. Let me show you what one looks like already made up. So that's been turned inside and then pressed. You don't need to sew this now, as you'll catch it later when you sew the pockets to the background. After the lines have been marked on the pockets, I'm ready to apply the numbers. I've taken this over to my ironing board. I've peeled off the back paper from each number, and I'm ready to position these in place. Now, I can just center them with my eye, or I like to put my ruler up here. Let's see. These are inch and a quarter letters, and so I like to go up a little bit more from the bottom than from the top. So I'm going up about 3/4 of an inch, and I'm checking to see if this one is centered. This 2 maybe could come over a little. I'll center this 3. You can see they don't want to move so easily. And I work my way down, centering each one of the numbers. When I'm all done placing the numbers and everything looks good, then I press with my iron. After all the numbers are in place, I like to machine stitch around the edges. This keeps the numbers from falling off if you ever decide to wash the quilt. You can use decorative stitches around the edge and maybe use contrasting thread, or you can just use a straight stitch like I did here. I don't like cutting and sewing these numbers on. To me, this isn't fun. Since my numbers are usually matching the other fabric in my quilt, store-bought is not an option for me because the store-bought numbers are usually black or white, and they can get very expensive. Another alternative to this is to leave the pockets numberless. You can clip a festive paper clip or clothespin to mark your progression leading to Christmas Day.